There is a rare kind of power in this world, a power that does not make noise, a power that does not scream for attention, a power that cannot be manipulated or moved by chaos. It is the strength of being calm when provoked. Anyone can react, anyone can explode, anyone can shout or defend themselves in anger. But it takes an evolved soul to remain still when others want you to break. It takes emotional maturity to stay silent when someone tries to pull you out of character. It takes spiritual strength to choose peace when your emotions are screaming for war. People often mistake calmness for weakness. They assume that because you don't react, you don't feel. They think silence means fear. They think stillness means surrender. But those who think this way reveal more about themselves than about you. They project their own instability. They cannot imagine strength without noise because they have never mastered their inner world. Calmness is not the absence of feeling. It is the presence of mastery. When someone tries to provoke you, what they truly want is access to your energy. They want to disrupt your peace. They want to control your emotional temperature. They want to see you lose control so they can feel justified in their own chaos. But when you stay calm, you deny them that power. You refuse to give them ownership of your emotions. You show them that their noise can no longer move you. Calmness reveals that you have risen above the level where they operate. Staying calm when provoked is one of life's greatest tests and also one of life's greatest transformations. Staying calm does not mean the situation doesn't hurt or that you are unaffected. Calmness means you have learned to process your feelings internally instead of unleashing them externally. You have grown past the desire to prove yourself. You have learned that your peace is more important than your ego. When you are calm, you can see the intentions behind people's behavior. You can see their insecurities disguised as anger. You can see their jealousy hiding behind insults. You can see their unhealed wounds behind their aggression. And suddenly you realize that their provocation is not about you, it is about their internal battles. You realize you are not dealing with a person trying to hurt you, but with someone fighting their own demons. This realization gives you the strength to step back and preserve your energy. Being calm when provoked means choosing dignity over disrespect, wisdom over impulse, silence over noise. You don't have to fight every battle. You don't have to respond to every insult. You don't have to match the energy of someone operating at a lower frequency. The moment you realize you no longer have to react to every attack is the moment you step into emotional power. Your calmness levels you up. When you stay calm, the room feels it, the world sees it, and the person provoking you feels it the most. Nothing frustrates a person who thrives on chaos more than someone who refuses to join their storm. Your calmness exposes their inner instability. It shines light on their emotional immaturity. It shows them you are not playing the same game anymore, and that is powerful. Calmness gives you clarity. When your emotions are steady, your decisions become wiser. When your mind is still, your judgment becomes sharper. When your heart is quiet, your spirit speaks loudly. Calmness lets you observe instead of react. It gives you time to understand what is really happening instead of responding to what you feel in the heat of the moment. Calmness is intelligence. Calmness is foresight. Calmness is emotional armor. Many people will try to provoke you because they benefit from your reaction. They benefit when you lose control. They feel powerful when you become emotional. But when you stay calm, you take away their influence. You take away their control. You show them that their words and actions no longer determine your responses. This is where true personal power is born. Calmness is not something you gain overnight. Calmness is earned through storms, through heartbreak, through betrayal, through disappointment, through painful moments that taught you shouting solves nothing, fighting solves nothing, reacting solves nothing. Calmness is learned in the moments when you wanted to scream but chose to breathe, when you wanted to confront but chose to step away, when you wanted to destroy someone with your words but chose to protect your peace instead. Calmness is a product of healing. Some people provoke because they feel threatened. Your silence feels like confidence. Your peace feels like strength. Your stability feels like dominance. They want you to break character because they cannot stand seeing you unmoved. They cannot stand seeing you rise. They cannot handle the fact that your calmness reveals everything they have tried to hide. And so they poke, they push, they insult, they try to break you hoping you will crumble. But when you don't, you win not loudly, not publicly, but internally. And internal victories last longer than external ones. The strongest people in the world are not the ones who fight every battle. They are the ones who choose their battles wisely. They are the ones who know the difference between what deserves their energy and what demands it but doesn't deserve it. They stay calm even when everything around them tries to pull them into chaos. Calmness is not laziness. Calmness is discipline. When someone provokes you, pause, breathe, observe. Ask yourself, why do they want a reaction? Because in that answer, you will find their weakness. And once you see their weakness, you will no longer feel anger. You will feel understanding leads to detachment leads to peace, and peace leads to power. It takes wisdom to know when to speak, but it takes mastery to know when to stay silent. Silence is not empty. Silence is full of answers. Silence is not surrender. Silence is strategy. Silence is not defeat. Silence is elevation. Your silence in the face of provocation says more than your words ever could. When you stay calm, you protect your energy, your reputation, your character, your mental health, and your growth. Nothing drains the soul more than reacting to people who were sent to distract you. Calmness is how you stay aligned with your journey. Being calm when provoked is not about letting people walk over you. It is about choosing not to walk into traps. It is about understanding that people who provoke you are already losing internally. Matching their chaos pulls you down to their level. You were not created to live in emotional instability. You were created to rise above it. When you stay calm, an aura forms around you, an aura of control, confidence, and inner power. People begin to respect you differently. Your presence becomes heavier, wiser, calmer. Your silence becomes louder than their insults. People sense your strength before you speak. They feel your energy before you move. Calmness becomes your identity, and that identity attracts peace into your life. The one who stays calm is always in control of emotions, reactions, thoughts, space, and energy. Calmness is control. And when you control yourself, nobody else can control you. There will always be people who want to provoke you, but you are evolving. You are learning. You are becoming wiser and stronger. You are becoming someone who can no longer be shaken by noise, broken by words, or dragged into drama. You are becoming someone who responds from wisdom, not emotion. Someone who knows that peace is priceless. Someone who understands that calmness is strength. You are mastering the art of staying calm. And once you master calmness, you master yourself. And once you master yourself, you master your life.